right, Biscuits, how's your day starting off? We are getting some tidying done, and I thought I would bring you along. Normally I do all my cleaning and house making tips over on my second channel, but I thought, come along, do some mommy me cleaning, kind of see how I juggle having is she a baby, is she a toddler? She's a year now. What do you Biscuits think? Should I start calling her the toddler? I still call her the baby. I feel like a couple more months, and then she'll be a full-on toddler. We're just starting to get to that. But we are definitely getting into the toddler phase soon. It's rapidly approaching. So my cleaning routine has changed. I definitely have to carry her around when I am, putting away groceries or when I'm putting away food, anything where she's not right on my feet, because I like to keep a very close eye on her. But she is finally at an age where she can actually come out and clean with me. And she's a little too big to baby wear. And she hates being in the pack and play. So if you are a mama thinking, boy, how do I get cleaning done with them around? I found this works really well. Is I sing and I dance with her. And we do fun stuff. And then I just kind of wander around one room at a time and get the cleaning done. And then after one room, we'll take a break. Because that's pretty much, a baby / toddler's attention span. But it just feels nice to be able to clean a little bit more than I have been in the past, because definitely, that first year, boy, it's intense. It's hard to get enough cleaning, and when they're tiny newborns, they sleep, but after the first couple weeks, they're very wide awake. Oh, I love that Pear Bear. She loves to have raspberries blowing on her chin. She just thinks that's hysterical. Oh, I know you're looking at the kitchen. You're thinking it's a mess. Oh, yeah. So dishes are one of the things that I've really been working on. So we are going to tidy all up. I like to get myself a new sponge every so often. I used to be so chintzy on sponges, and I would be like, this sponge is going to last a year or else. And one of my self-care rituals for homemaking has been just buy a lot of sponges so that when they get dirty, I can just replace them. Because Abraham now helps me with dishes, and so sometimes the sponge gets left in something in the sink that I don't know. It's just better to tidy and scrub and clean. I highly recommend putting on music. Yes, I am. I'm singing along. I'm shaking it. Baby's right at my feet. She loves to see me sing and dance because I think she gets to sing and dance with me, and then she also sees that I'm happy. So for her, cleaning is this positive association, which is something that I try really hard with my kids, is to make cleaning be fun, and if not fun, at least not something that you dread and don't do and just let the house get in total chaos and disarray, right? So she just gets to play with the utensil basket. That has been a big hit with her. I also keep my little Lazy Susan there on the right open so that she can play with the pots and pans. I've put little metal pots and pans down there that she can kind of lift and tap on, and then I've moved the glass and other pans to the other side and other cabinets, and it gives her a little zone where she's right there. And we can play, we can have a good time, and I don't have to worry so much about, if she's screaming her head off in the playpen. If I'm baby wearing her and I'm trying to do dishes, then I get soap or water on her. This just works so well. I have the cabinet under the sink baby locked. So basically what I do is I try to make the kitchen she obviously has to be watched 100% in the kitchen. It's not a free range zone, but somewhere where she can sit by my feet while I'm cooking or while I'm cleaning. Because I've really had to prioritize just, getting life done, right? You've got to cook, you've got to clean, you've got to put away groceries. So I think sometimes instead of having the ideas of what we should be doing with baby, and in my mind I was like, she'll go in the playpen, she'll be great. We just kind of make do with what the reality is of the personality of our child. Don't worry. I'm literally right next to her in this. You just can't see me. I'm tossing stuff in the trash can. I did not leave the room or anything. I know I'll get comments on that. Like, where'd you go? She's right there. I'm right there. You just can't see me. I'm right off camera. I love seeing her explore and learn while I'm cleaning. And I hope as she grows up, she will do the same that Abraham has, which is slowly kind of integrate from watching into the actual cleaning routines with me. Because it makes such a difference when you're cleaning together. Even if the kids clean at 1/10 speed of you, the fact that they are clean, I feel like it helps parents not feel resentful. It helps kids not feel powerless in their space. And it helps us do bonding time that isn't just fun and games. It's also you know, loving your home, your space, your house. And I think that makes kids feel really confident and secure when they love their home enough to clean it and tidy it, and they feel powerful because they contribute to that. And at her age, you know, that's just playing with the utensil box maybe. At my son's age, he's 7, that's more maybe doing dishes, or sweeping's a little bit complex for his motor skills, but he can help mop a little bit because it's just a sweep kind of easy mop for him. So it really depends on your kids' ages. But I've just always incorporated my kids in cleaning. From the time my son was little, he's just always been part of tidying and cleaning, so that we kind of avoid that big jump, you know, of them hitting their teen years going, what? I have to do laundry? Why do I have to do dishes? And they just realize it's a part of life. It's not a bad thing. It's not a punishment. It's just cleaning. And that's part of everyday life. So I think that that's really powerful and good. And I'm a big promoter of clean with your kids, have them interact with you. Even if they're fussy about it, just do age-appropriate tidying with them. It will make life for them when they're adults so much better. Completely. Woohoo! Okay, we got some tidying done. Well, Abraham was in his class. Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's always hard to know because if you hit traffic, you have to leave super early to pick him up from his class. But if you don't hit any traffic, then you're just waiting around for like 20-25 minutes. So we'll see. We'll see if we're just waiting around, but better than leaving him there outside waiting. Where's my mom? Alrighty. Feels good to get some cleaning done. Oh my goodness, we hit an icy patch, so I'm just going slow. So unexpected to have such a cold but sunny day today. I do like it. I feel like if I were to live in a really cold climate, I would install one of those driveways that heats up and melt the snow for you, because we get some ice, not a ton, not anywhere near like the Midwest or the upper Midwest, but boy, I mean, there are whole chunks of the winter where it's really dangerous and slippery on my driveway, and nothing quite lingers for very long to work. So Biscuits, how are you doing? How has your day been going? I realize I haven't really come on and done a lot of chats. I'm going to tomorrow film a sit and chat and fold laundry with me kind of thing, just to catch up, because I feel like there's just been so much fun stuff to catch up on. Like, nothing big that's happened, but lots of like stuff in the works and some cool projects and some travel things that I'm going to be doing for work, and I just think it's going to be fun to adventure a bit more this year, whether nearby or far away. I think that'll be fun to do. I'm not going to do, so far, I don't have any international travel planned for work. We thought about Mexico, but I think it's just too much stuff with kids and doing the tests, and you know what happens if you get it and then you're stuck where you're traveling. You know, it's just the whole thing. So I think we're gonna do some little stuff around the U.S. And the big focus this year is, I know I'm telling you a little bit of what I said I was just going to talk about in the chat, but there's so much that I'm going to spread it out over vlogs. Oh, the police are gone. We were coming this way after dropping Abraham off. I think they said arrested someone. We're in the process of pulling them out of their car. I mean, they were probably just giving them a speeding ticket, but in my mind I was like, well, they're going to tase him, man. They're going to tase him. But yeah, a big project this year is just filming around Western Washington for my romance books turned into a web series. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my gosh. I have just been like dreaming ideas of how that's gonna work, and I just think it's gonna be so much fun. I love getting excited about projects again. Okay, Biscuits, I am just gotta make sure I'm not hitting the speed limit. I'm gonna go get Bubba Magoon, who I hope did not freeze his tail feathers off. This is an outdoor wilderness adventure camp, and It's very cold today, I will say, and it's extra cold where they are because they do it in a forest, and the forest is cold. Oh, I thought she had fallen asleep. So every time we drop brother off and then come back to pick him up, she watches his seat the entire time we drive. The whole drive she watches to see, why is she in the car without brother? What's going on? I would film it, but I can't do that safely. And if I stop the car to film, she'll look around, but she watches him the whole time. Like, what, did you forget him, Mama? What happened? All right, biscuits, I will see you later. I managed to get some of our dinner cooked. I tidied, I cleaned. I feel like I made good use of my time. When it's just baby and I, it's funny because, you know, I'm with the kids so much of the time I'm with them. And so it's weird when I'm only with one of them, because that's so very rare. And I tend to just, you know, play with her and get the house tidy in that short window. But I wonder if I should start, like, I don't know, I play with her so much, I don't feel like when brother's not around that I need to. In fact, I feel bad because she gets so much attention because she's a baby, you know. I really try to set aside a time aside where Abraham is really like getting proper attention, but I know I know he would love more one-on-one attention with me, and I've really tried to figure out how to do that. It's so tricky. I don't know about where you biscuits live, but Western Washington has an absolute childcare crisis, and I know they talk about that like all throughout the U.S., but Western Washington in particular, there's almost no childcare. And are they actually turning? I'm waiting to see. They aren't slowing down. Okay, they are. Almost no childcare, and it's extremely expensive and competitive to find anyone that will do childcare. So it's so hard when you're a parent to like go on playtime adventures or just one-on-one time in the house because there's no one to watch your kids, you know? It's so tricky. All of my family is super busy with their lives, so they have absolutely no room in their lives for like, oh yeah, we'll just watch baby for, you know, an hour or two. So it's so tricky. How do you balance that? I would love to hear that from you in the comments. Like, if you have more than one kid, how do you balance giving them all the attention? I really try my best, but I feel like I fail at that. And I feel in part it's not just the two kids thing, it's just having so much on my plate, which is just this season of life, is that I do have a lot on my plate, which is both good, and then it kind of makes me feel like sometimes it's an impossible situation to prioritize everything I want to prioritize, you know? It's so tricky. It's such a tricky season to be in. There's all these balls in the air, and I can't tell, because I'm not psychic, which are the balls that can drop and which are the ones that really can't be dropped and really need to be focused on. I don't know, biscuits. I do not. It's a mystery that I have not solved quite yet, but I sure do work on it, and I try to be gentle and kind to myself and the kids so that, you know, not every day everybody's needs are 100,000% met, right? There's always like, I have to focus on this and that, but I really try to take it in chunks to where, okay, you know, it's the quality, not always the quantity, even though sometimes I feel like we have quantity days where I'm around them both all the time, but am I giving them the quality time? Hopefully, I hope so. I really hope so. Okay, biscuits, I am getting on to your main road.